doing?
Absolutely fantastic.
Me too.
And how are you feeling about Bob?
Oh, well, every morning I get out of bed and I thank God he is gone.
But it must have been tough at first. I mean, his 19-year-old secretary.
She was his paralegal and she was 22. Oh. How's Wayne? Is he still in the accounting firm?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Well, sometimes security is more important than advancement. Well, it was really nice to see you again.
Same here.
And good luck with Dr. Loseth. He's a genius.
Bitch.
Bitch.
I'm ready. Start suction.
Okay.
We hear from the dealership yet?
Twice. They said the car will be ready Thursday or at the latest Friday.
Black on black with the Sport Premium package.
That was my understanding.
Because if it's just the Sport package and not the Sport Premium package, it won't have the massage rollers in the front seats. It's pretty amazing they can do that, right?
The receptionist note definitely said Sports Premium.
All right, let's go. Let me know when we're at full suction.
Okay. Suction's still only at 60%.
Must be the disposal line. Make sure the next patient's ready.
All right, the forensics guys are doing their forensics thing. The coroner's coroning. We're gonna do is skip the part where we write reports and discuss strategy. We're gonna work the evidence now, on scene. Imagine that. Now, we got a dead body, which means we got a murderer, all right? What we do is start with the doctor's active patients. Marty tells office staff to get you a list.
But usually they won't give up medical records without a warrant.
Uh-huh. And usually a doctor doesn't get killed in the middle of an operation. Am I correct, Einstein?
Sorry, Rich.
Don't be sorry. Just take that nurse out for a cup of coffee. That's a tough assignment, right? Me and the copy machine, we got a date too.
Got it, Rich.
All right. Let's get me a signed death certificate. We can't convict for murder till we got a piece of paper says there's been one. How we doing these latents? I want every surface printed up, down, and sideways, all right?
Okay.
And those footprints, I want them tagged and logged and by the book. Nobody's OJing this squad. We catch a perp, he stays caught. Oh, yeah.
Special Unit 2, we'll take it from here.
Nikki,
Richie!
Hey!
I didn't see your name on the dispatch report.
Yeah, the guy they called didn't want to get out of bed, so I snagged it.
Kate Benson, Rich Tallridge.
Oh, your first partner. I remember the stories.
Oh, none of them are true, especially not the one in Vegas.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
Well, then never mind. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, what are you two doing here, aside from contaminating my crime scene?
We're taking over the case, Rich.
I've been working this all morning. I mean, seriously, no way.
Sorry, it's jurisdictional override. We've got the commissioner's signature and everything if you want to look at it.
No, I believe you. I just, I don't believe this.
Let's talk over here.
So the initial crime scene report said you found some atypical footprints.
Like this one. I just called that report in. I haven't even filed it yet.
So tell me what's atypical about it.
First off, all the prints lead out of the room, not in. And second, they're the prints of someone walking barefoot, but they can't be.
Because?
Surface of the feet are totally smooth. No actual print pattern.
Got it. Over here.
Well, that's some collection technique. You can't be doing that with all the prints.
Well, we're thorough.
I'll say.
We got assigned to the case, so we're taking the case. I can't tell you why, but that's the way it has to be.
Look, I don't want to know about some piece of paper from the commissioner's office. And I don't even want to know what Special Unit 2 really does. Just don't do this to me.
Rich, what do you care? It's one case.
I want to catch a son of a bitch who took a life, and I can crack this case just as well as you can. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal, all right? You back off of this. I take you and your partner out for the best dinner you two ever had in your entire lives. This place down on West Street.
There's no move here. I'm sorry, you're off.
Well, I'm sorry, too. Because I ain't stepping off.
Hand and footprints actually leave traces of their owners behind. Dead skin, oil, etc.
Thanks.
The human body is made of about 60% water, 15% fat. The residue this thing left behind, 1% water, 98% fat.
I solved the case. It's my Aunt Ruth.
Well, this doesn't sound like anything we've ever heard of. Carl, what do you think?
Well, 2 thumbs down and lose the graphs.
Carl!
It's not like any link I've seen before, okay?
I have a theory about what it is.
Well, is it a theory with a lot of words?
We ran a DNA test on the footprint residue, and we turned up genes from 111 different people.
What? How is that possible?
Well, see, there are strict rules about how to properly dispose of medical waste. This clinic, like many others, is illegally disposing of everything they take out of their patients.
So this thing is made up of medical waste?
Specifically, the fat taken out of their liposuction patients. Oh, is that disgusting or what?
Well, then why kill Dr. Losef? The guy's practically its personal chef.
Probably because Losef was standing in the way of its food. I figure it's not only made of fat, it has to ingest it to live.
I really gotta check my Aunt Ruth's alibi.
So what gave this thing life, Sean? Transformed it into a conscious entity?
I have no idea. I mean, hey, I don't know everything. I mean, maybe an electrical spark, maybe an obscure chemical reaction. But it doesn't really matter. All you're gonna do is tell O'Malley to go and kill it.
Can you say that again? I like the way it sounds.
Wait, Sean, you're not actually taking this thing's side. I mean, it murdered somebody.
Yeah, just a greedy plastic surgeon.
Point.
And it isn't something that's been trying to exterminate humanity over the centuries. I mean, we created it by being vain and irresponsible. Maybe if we gave it the benefit of the doubt.
Sorry.
And we've got to catch this thing before it kills again, or before word gets out. So, we'll try to get it while it's feeding. Correlate all 911 calls against a list of sites that have discarded human fat on hand. Denson O'Malley, you run point.
You calling Rich Tallrich?
Good guess.
No, not really. I mean, he is one of your best friends, and it's obvious you guys are competitive, but he didn't seem to take it too well when we took him off the case.
You're assuming Rich has accepted he's off.
Well, he's gotta be, before he starts digging and finds out what Special Unit 2 really does.
I know, and I'm gonna deal with it.
You know what we gotta do? We gotta find the point of entry. You know that, right? I think time of death had to be earlier, too, and there's definitely signs of struggle here. You got that, right? Yeah. Yo, later. Nikki.
Laptop in the bar is a nice touch. You ever stop working?
Yeah, when Special Unit 2 tells me I can't.
Guess I set you up for that, didn't I?
Now listen to me now, because you're gonna love this, all right? Dr. Losef doing the nasty with not one, but 3 of his patients, plus the nurse. Add in the pissed off wife.
So you didn't hear a word I said, did you?
Well, I understand. You've got to run point on the case. Doesn't mean I can't be involved. And when we crack it, you'll split the arrest with me.
It means you can't be involved, period.
Why?
I can't tell you.
Like you haven't been able to tell me anything since you got picked for Special Unit 2.
Yeah, and if you think that's easy, you're wrong.
People think it's some kind of internal affairs division. Or some deep, deep cover street crime unit. I guess I'll find out if they ever ask me.
Look, you're off. It's not the end of the world. And in a couple of weeks, we're gonna forget this was ever a problem, okay?
Well, the whole thing isn't okay, but I got no choice.
Just as long as you understand that.
.911 just got a breaking and entering call at Hastings and 5th.
Closest medical waste facility is 3 blocks away. That's a possible correlation.
That call's not about your fat-eating, Link.
And you're so sure of that because?
Because I was supposed to be in on that burglary.
Nice.
But I bowed out because you needed me. I think I deserve a little credit here.
Think again, Carl.
And I don't understand why I always have to be in the back. I called shotgun.
You gotta be human to call shotgun.
Show me where it says that.
Do I have to stop the car?
Maybe. 911 got another call 8 minutes ago about a shut-down medical clinic. Landlord reported that something set off the alarm's motion sensors.
We couldn't call the regular police force off in time, so we don't have too long before they get here. Locked.
Unlocked.
Motion sensor was triggered back here. If it really is in here, how'd it get in here without triggering any of the alarms of the doors?
Transportation provided courtesy of the Department of Water and Power.
Go around back.
Tallridge, second area.
Jesus! What are you doing here?
I'm helping you out, Bishop. I'll take the rooms on this side. Okay?
Move muscle and you're gonna be a dead cop.
Go easy. Shut up.
Hey.
This is BS. Rich is a good cop and you know it.
Good, yeah. And headstrong, aggressive, disrespectful of every rule and procedure you put in front of him. Something that both of you know a little bit about.
That's a far cry from killing another cop. I mean, Rich would do anything to solve a case, that's all.
Including run over anyone in his way. One of those people happened to be Ted Bishop, the deceased.
Rich and Bishop had a history?
6 months ago, they worked the same case. Rich didn't like the way Bishop was handling things. It got pretty ugly between them. They had a real knockdown drag-out. Bishop was pissed. He slashed Rich's tires and threw a brick through his windshield.
Meaning Bishop was the hothead.
Meaning Rich had a motive. They found him standing over Bishop's body,
holding the murder weapon with no one else in the building.
He didn't do it.
Then who did? Or are the details classified by Special Unit 2? You know, I'm sick of hearing that, like everyone else. If you can't bother to tell me what really happened, don't expect me to overlook the obvious.
Pull it out from under me. How's that work? No!
You want to be Rich's friend? Tell him to get a real good lawyer.
We can't let Rich go down for something we know he didn't do.
So we intercede and reveal the truth. Let the public know their worst nightmares are true. Create widespread panic just because he's your old partner. And why was he there last night in the first place?
He must have been correlating 911 calls with medical waste sites, too.
After you told him he was off the case, O'Malley, he made his own bed.
Captain, I know
We
I'm
cannot reveal what we do for your friend's sake or for anyone's. And that is our sworn duty. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So where are we on coming up with a way to actually catch this thing?
Well, one fun fact we discovered is there's only so much discarded human fat in the Chicago area.
And it's been hungry, going through it pretty fast.
So what's our plan?
Well, under the guise of an emergency public health directive, transferring all the remaining fat into a central storage area.
Which we're hoping this thing can't resist.
We'll nail it when it takes the bait. We're also going to put a tracer into the fat just in case we can't catch it. It's a no-brainer.
Good. Dismissed.
There yet?
I'm here.
You see anything?
My life passing before my eyes. I just found out I have an incredible fear of heights.
But you never knew that?
Gnomes are supposed to live underground, not over it. Oh my God.
Carl, just don't look.
I can't help myself. I'm a thrill seeker.
Just step away from the edge and get the barium into the system.
Fine. Sure this is enough, Tracer? There's an awful lot of fat stored down there.
Oh, yeah. The barium is incredibly radioactive. Anything?
Nothing. Negative.
So what's going on with Rich?
DA's treating him like any other criminal, and he asked the judge to set high bail.
Which wouldn't be because Rich pissed off the DA at some point in the past.
Yeah, but it doesn't change that we're not letting him go down for this.
And how exactly are we not letting that happen?
I don't know. But I put everything I own down as collateral for his bail.
So if Rich decides to skip town,
I'm screwed.
wow. Look, Rich doesn't deserve what happened to him, but there is no excuse for him not following orders.
I'm not the only one Rich is competing with. His dad was Anthony Tallridge.
As in, the most decorated police officer in the history of Chicago PD? So he has a great role model as a father.
The worst father a cop can have. He'll do anything to measure up.
All right, I understand the psychology of it, but not why you put everything on the line for him.
Loyalty.
Blind loyalty.
And maybe one day it'll be me who crosses a line Rich draws in the sand, and he'll be there for me. Being a good friend is more important than my bank account.
I admire that. Glad you're on my side. But is that more important than your duty?
Got something. Northeast corner of the facility. Definitely looks like our boy.
It got away through a storm drain. I don't know where this thing leads.
It must be a vent for the tank. He's inside.
Well, how do we get to him in there?
Maybe after he eats, he'll feel full and he'll want to take a nap.
Look, if he can get into the tank through the pipes.
Now he knows he can get out that way.
It's locked onto the barium tracer. It's out of the tank, and it's headed back toward the cars.
That's my car! How the hell does that thing know how to drive a car?
Probably from the human DNA he's made up of.
Easy. Whoever's DNA he has was a bad driver. I thought it was gonna be safer on the ground.
You just made a left onto Madison.
Where are the seatbelts in this thing?
He's going north on Spring.
How we doing on that roadblock?
That boxed in as long as he doesn't turn on the next block.
No, he's continuing north. We got him.
Better not have screwed up my car.
Hold your positions. Keep it in your sights. Nobody in the car.
Where is he?
Somewhere in the sewer system.
Oh, man. Trust me, you do not want to go in there.
be able to track him as long as he stays down in the sewer system. The water and the concrete shields the signal.
I thought this was a no-brainer. Now I have 6 traffic accidents to suppress and a seriously foul patrol car. How did you let this thing get away from you?
It's smarter than we are.
Or at the very least, he's able to access the knowledge stored in the human DNA he's made up of.
What's he doing here?
He's an eyewitness, sir.
So what do we do now? Lure him out with more human fat stores?
We can't. He apparently digested everything in the storage facility, which happens to be all the stored human fat in the greater Chicago area.
How is that possible? There were thousands of gallons stored there.
He was really, really hungry.
We're thinking his metabolism is abnormally fast, which is a good news because it means he'll get hungry faster.
What will he eat then?
Donuts and potato chips.
We don't know, sir. But apparently the sewer system is on a closed loop, so he'll be confined to the Chicago municipal area.
As long as he doesn't know how to buy an Amtrak ticket.
You know, I don't care if you are an eyewitness. One more smart-ass remark and I'll lock your ass up for the rest of the decade.
All right. As soon as he surfaces to look for food, we'll pick up the signal, we'll be right on him.
Well, I hope it's that simple. And where's O'Malley now? Out getting all this set up?
He's tying up loose ends, sir.
Got here as soon as I could.
Thanks. I appreciate what you did. I don't even know what to say.
Well, that's a nice change.
Nikki, I know I screwed up, that if I just followed orders, I wouldn't be in this place. All right, I accept that.
It's not about following orders.
Now you lost me.
Look, you're the kind of cop who's always gonna go his own way, who knows that sometimes you gotta break the rules.
Like you.
Yeah, but when I bend the rules, it's because I'm trying to help people.
And I'm any different?
Yeah, you bend the rules for your ego. Try to prove you're as good as your old man.
I close a case and justice gets done. And I thought this wasn't about me following orders.
No, it's about us. I trusted you as a friend to lay off, and you screwed me, Rich.
I didn't realize that's what I was doing. And at least I didn't screw you as bad as I screwed myself. Got me charged with homicide. I gotta clear my name.
No, you're not gonna do anything.
I could go down 30 to life.
No, because I'm gonna try to figure out a way to prove that you didn't kill Bishop.
Oh. And don't say you can't tell me.
I need you to trust me to handle it, even when every bone in your body wants to step in. This is for your own sake and for our friendship.
I swear on my father's grave. Hey, Nikki. What do I do if this DA calls me back in? I mean, you're not always easy to reach these days.
I'm not supposed to give this out. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't. But if you have a problem, call me on the cell.
Let's suit up, guys. Okay. Got it.
Thought our ammo didn't work on this thing.
No, these are custom rounds. Loaded with industrial enzymes used to dissolve fat.
Yeah, drain declogger, essentially. I know. Use my findings to come up with the formula.
Sean, are you still upset about us needing to kill this thing?
Needing to kill this thing? You're starting to sound like O'Malley.
That's harsh.
I'm just questioning the logic. Special Unit 2 is not an extermination service. Our job isn't to just kill anything that doesn't happen to be human.
Look, we've been over this, okay? It took a life, Sean.
And it is life. Something brand new, something potentially fascinating.
Just the biologist in you coming out? You curious?
We owe it to ourselves to find out what it is and why it is. To give it some kind of honor. Even if in the end we have to kill it.
Got a signal here. Arbor and 11th. He's coming back up.
This beautiful garnet necklace would cost $500, even $1,000. But because we're cutting out the middleman, we are able to offer it to you direct for
Larry,
$99.
are you going to spend the rest of your life in the shower?
Yeah, what's going on?
Now, this in itself represents an incredible value, but we're not going to stop there. if you order right now, we'll also throw in this beautiful pair of That's all I can tell you. How many of those do we have left? Okay, we've only got 7 of these left. You better hurry, call in, because they are flying out of here. Okay, how much time?
Larry?
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do?
Larry?
Giving mood right now. I'm gonna knock that
Larry?
down. I'm gonna knock
Larry?
that down.
Are you okay? Larry!
Take a sampling of it.
The husband's body's in the bathroom. Judging from its picture, it appears it was drained of a substantial amount of body fat as well.
The barium tracking signal keeps popping up and disappearing.
Oh, he's coming up to look for food.
But no new fatalities reported.
No, not yet.
I wonder why.
Maybe it's pretty picky about dessert.
Well, now that this thing has developed a taste for human flesh, it's only a matter of time before it kills again.
And if his metabolism really is that fast, he's gonna need to feed sooner rather than later. It'll do what it has to do to survive. It's the food chain.
In this case, literally.
O'Malley, you beat me?
Yeah, I need a favor.
You want a favor? After you put me up there on that tank, expose me to a radioactive isotope, and then that...
You do this for me. I'm gonna overlook the next 3 misdemeanors.
You throw in a felony burglary and a thank you, and we'll talk.
Benson. Yeah, I got it. We're on our way. Nick, they picked up the tracer again. He's above ground, and they figured out where I'll be heading. It's a 500-room hotel. This thing just got here.
Which is the bad news. There must be miles of plumbing in a hotel. O'Malley.
Hey, yo, Nicky. What's up? It's me.
Something happened with the DA?
No. You know, I wanted to call and say I'm sorry about today. So we're cool.
Yeah, completely. And we'll catch up later. I'm in the middle of something.
All right, you got it. All right, late.
You did not give Rich that number.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, it's Tall Ridge, badge 74951. Mm-hmm. I set up a tap and locate on a cell phone. I just connected with it. Yeah, you should be able to triangulate. All right, great. Thanks a lot.
Cut the water and sewage lines in and out. This thing's not going anywhere. Everyone break up into teams. Every team gets a tracking device. We go floor by floor and flush this thing out.
Let's go.
Second roll. Clear. All right, come on. Let's move.
Just keep looking.
There's nothing unusual about today or the last few days. 2 fundraisers last night, a luncheon today. And who are you looking for?
A murderer. Look, we need to know where you dump your garbage and if you keep large amounts of fat stored in or around the premises.
Good idea in case he's broadening his appetite.
Who? The murderer? I don't understand.
Just answer the questions, please.
We dispose of all of our meat trimmings and the oil from the fryer every night, including last night. Now, if you don't mind, I have to get back to work. This seminar group has a very particular menu.
What seminar group would that be?
The diet seminar.
Let's hear it from the inside out. From the inside out. You know why every other diet doesn't work? Because those diets don't have ears. And if you don't have ears, you can't listen to you. And what are you saying? You're saying you want to eat. Now let's hear it from the inside out. From the inside out. Feel it.
Huh, now I know what drew it here.
All you can eat buffet.
From the inside out. From the inside out. And I'm not denying you your urges. I'm not telling you they're wrong. I can give you the inner strength to not overeat. From the inside out. Let's hear it. There you go. You can lose weight how? From the inside out. And talking to someone who used to weigh 327 pounds, I am standing here.
Let's get everybody out of here.
I am living proof.
Chicago police, we need everyone to evacuate the room immediately.
Nobody panic, it's just a standard evacuation.
What's a standard evacuation?
I don't know, but it sounded good.
What's going on here? We're not evacuating unless there's a good reason.
There's your reason.
Move it!
These rounds are not powerful enough. We're gonna need the bazooka. Get containment in here now.
Hey, what's going on up there?
Some insane cop with a gun. He's behind the podium!
Who's behind the podium?
Rich, get out of here.
Is it the guy who killed Bishop? What the hell are you armed with?
Just go. You gave me your word.
Nikki, I'm here, all right? You might as well let me help. What are you gonna do, shoot me?
Nick!
Nice to have some of this stuff in my kitchen sink.
I can't believe you shot him! Jesus!
I loaded the gun with tranq darts. He'll wake up with a bad hangover and a couple of hours of amnesia.
Because you knew he might track you down?
I knew it was a possibility. I was just hoping he wouldn't.
Well, remind me not to get between you and your duty.
O'Malley.
I found what you needed.
Yeah, I got it. We'll be right there.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Am I forgetting what?
You know, the appreciation part. Come on. Come on.
Thank you, Carl.
All righty. Because you asked me nicely, I got it for you.
You got what?
Dead perp.
O'Malley asked me to keep my ears open to find a real guilty dead guy. This one had a record for robbery homicide a mile long. He just hit an armored car. Then his partners killed him. You know, you can't trust anybody these days.
So you're gonna pin Bishop's murder on him and clear Rich's name?
Plant some evidence at the forensics lab, make it look like he was at the scene. I don't think he'll care much, being dead and all.
Hey, Kate. Catch. Look familiar?
It's, him.
Once the enzymes dissolved them, it left an inert polymer residue, which no one knew what to do with, except me.
So this is your way of honoring it.
And one of my great stocking stuffers.
Hey, how you feeling?
A little messed up in the head about what happened at the hotel. The guy you cornered snuck up on me from behind.
I knocked you out cold before we got him.
He could have done to me what he did to Bishop.
I'm glad you got your badge back.
Yeah. Thanks. But if you hadn't found the guy, you know I would.
I'm sure that's true, no matter what you promised me.
Hey, like you said, I bend the rules.
Yeah, but that's different from going back on your word.
Well, you'll forgive me.
Maybe in a couple of months, I won't be as pissed off.
Come on, Nick.
Don't bother, Rich. You went too far, man. You know, you're a relentless cop. Your father would be proud. But you're a lousy friend.
This is car 327. We are in vicinity en route to Mapleton.
Catch things up with your partner?
You're my partner.